Hi, today we've got Andrea Loubier from Mailbird. Andrea, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, Chief.
Yeah, so Andrea, tell me about your role at Mailbird and then also talk to me about what Mailbird is really all about.
So my role at Mailbird is I am the CEO of the company. So as you know, I wear many, many hats, anywhere from, tapping into marketing, traction, KPIs, metrics, finance, fundraising, road mapping, milestone setting, all of that stuff. So I do a lot of everything. And obviously I'm the front person for the company. And a little bit about what Mailbird is it's an email client specifically made for Windows. So many people are thinking, okay, what's on Windows? And it's Outlook. Is kind of the go-to client native software application to manage email.
Right.
And so Mailbird, you can imagine, is basically like a cooler, younger, more innovative Outlook that unifies online communication.
Okay. So what new business or personal need does it really, what's the value proposition? I understand I'm not tied to my desktop necessarily, maybe on the cloud, etc. So I certainly get the benefit of that. But then you have solutions like Gmail, and you have solutions like Hotmail, and even Outlook, I think, has a solution, Outlook.com. And I'm not in the space, but I certainly want to learn about it. So tell me what Mailbird offers outside of those. What's the differentiator there?
Sure. So basically what Mailbird is as an email client is it's a platform that allows you to actually manage all those different email accounts, whether it's from Gmail or from Hotmail or Outlook.com now or Yahoo, whatever. You can manage all of them from one place, so one platform. Exactly, yeah. So in addition to that, we really focused on the time when you're sitting in front of your computer and when you're actually productive and trying to get some work done.
Right.
At some point, we are kind of looking at kind of transitioning into the mobile space, so you can kind of have Mailbird on the go. But for right now, we're really focusing on when you sit down in front of your computer to get stuff done. And with that being said, email is the core of what we do, so unifying all of those accounts again into one platform. But in addition to that, there's all these other, applications that we use today to communicate. And so some of those things include like WhatsApp, LinkedIn, social media on like Facebook, Twitter, what have you. And of course, video meetings and all of that good stuff. So so we kind of pull that all into one place.
So I can certainly see now, right, a need for myself to get Mailbird now. Talk to me a little bit about, so that's the consumer side. And they might be using it for personal reasons. They might be using it for business reasons. Do you have packages that are targeted towards businesses as well and not just individual usage?
So primarily Mailbird has been focused on the B2C segment in the market. However, we are starting to see more smaller to medium enterprises that are looking for alternatives to Outlook because they're a little more innovative or a little more tech savvy, and they need these other tools to kind of help them basically work more efficiently and productively. So Mailbird has come up quite a lot, especially when people are looking for alternatives to Outlook or alternatives to Gmail or whatever. So they look at Mailbird for that.
Okay. Talk to me a little bit about the differentiators. I mean, do you have other solutions like yours in the market, and how does yours differ from theirs?
Sure, yeah. So in the market, one of the ones that came out was actually by Mozilla, which is called Thunderbird. And Thunderbird was an email client that was open sourced. So they didn't really pay too much attention there in terms of detail of user experience. It was just a very basic stripped down email client that could manage multiple accounts. And it did have also, because it was open source, other apps and add-ons that you could put in there. However, Mozilla has actually kind of scaled back their resources into allocating them to building Thunderbird and focus it more on their browser. So there's that, but obviously they're not really doing too much else with it. And yeah, we're really, really focusing right now on the Windows market. So I think we're a little unique in that sense.
Cool. And how long have you guys been doing this for?
About 4 years.
4 years in now.
Yeah.
And what are your plans in terms of, I mean, it's a pretty innovative space, and you're kind of taking on some pretty large names from what I'm hearing. So what is your plan here for the next 3, 4, 5 years for the software?
So right now, especially now we're at the beginning of the year here, we're really looking at completing the core of our desktop product, which is for Windows again.
Okay.
So looking ahead into the future, we're really looking to explore more into the mobile space.
Okay.
So first, we're probably going to be looking at Android, since that's where the demand has been for Mailbird on mobile, is on the Android market segment.
So on the mobile side, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this is just an interesting interview. I've never dealt with a software package like this. It simplifies your life, and just there's certainly software packages that simplify your life, but I certainly haven't dealt with anybody on the other side that offers this particular solution. So it's very unique in terms of the value add that you provide. What type of success have you had in getting it to the broader market? Because again, I mean, at the end of the day, the word has to get out, and certainly interviews like this help. But man, it's a big task, to compete against those larger names. So what are some of the ways that you're getting the word out there? Talk to me a little, and what are the successes that you've achieved in that?
Sure. So for the first part of that, just kind of how we got the word out there, how we kind of built the initial traction. We just started looking at the email, space and seeing what people were saying online. And right around the time when we launched Mailbird publicly, Google had bought another email company called Sparrow, which is specifically for Mac. That's it. And they only worked with Gmail. So we kind of piggybacked off of that at the time. And then that slowly iterated over time to other stories that we were able to get covered, by journalists and bigger tech blogs. So that's kind of one of the initial ways that we got the word out there about Mailbird. We also do, typical stuff like online paid advertising. We do remarketing, retargeting, and we're also leveraging kind of like the Dropbox referral system where you invite a friend, you get, a reward in the end. So in this case, it's 3 months in the licenses.
So I say, fine, I'm ready to rock and roll. I want this particular solution for myself. Number one, what does it cost? And then number two, once I start paying, I kind of want to know you're going to stick around. I don't want you to kind of disappear. So talk to me about the strength of your organization, how well funded it is, and the security element over there. I'm not sure if that's a concern or not, but I'd like you to address that, if you could, please.
Sure. Yeah, so there were a couple of things in there. I guess if we can rewind a little bit.
We'll start out with the pricing part.
The pricing. Okay, so to start with the pricing, we do start with a freemium-based model, so you can actually get Mailbird for free. If you're wanting to evaluate the paid version, we do also offer a trial of that. And if you like it, great, then you can go ahead and actually go ahead and buy it. If not, you can continue with the free version. So on the paid version, we really have 2 products that we're talking about here. So the free version, which is very limited to just managing one account. And then some of our productivity features like the first email speed reader and stuff like that, that's limited to just the pro version. So free versus paid. Now in the paid product version, there's 2 things that you can choose. There's a yearly subscription, which is $12 per year annually. And then for those that don't want to kind of go with the yearly subscription, that gets all the unlimited updates, with the software over time, they can opt to go for the one-time upfront lump sum payment for our lifetime. So Mailbird Pro Lifetime, which is $45 one time. That's it. So that's the pricing right now.
And in terms of success that you've had in pushing this, and if I do sign up, I kind of want to know that you're going to be there. So talk to me a little bit about that.
Yeah. So our team itself, we have a pretty international and well-distributed team. We're still a pretty small team, still under 20 people. However, because we have this global presence already with such a small team, we're able to be available to all of our customers. We have 24-hour support for all of our customers, which is awesome. And a lot of people are actually really surprised when they get a response right away from us within 24 hours, no matter where they are in the world. And on top of that, we always make sure to have clear communication of our roadmap and what's coming up. We're not going away anytime soon. I mean, we're here for the long run. Yeah.
And I look at that as a massive differentiator compared to some of the other cloud, services. And although yours is a different tool in that you can attach multiple email clients essentially, but just getting a response from your email provider within 24 hours generally is unheard of. So,
No, exactly. Yeah.
really,
So we pride ourselves for sure on that
yeah,
side.
right. So on the security side, so I go ahead, I sign up with you. Should I be worried about security at all? And what can I do to kind of mitigate some of those concerns?
So security is a really interesting, I guess, part of, looking at email and anytime you're exchanging information online. For Mailbird, we don't particularly focus on security itself, but it is just as secure as any other email, provider is, whether you're on Gmail, Yahoo, whatever. And there's all these other add-ons that you can put in, like two-step authentication, there's encryption, all this stuff. So there are those elements outside of Mailbird that you can set up to keep your email secure.
Right.
But otherwise, it's just as secure as any other email client is out there. So some people might argue like, oh, well, there needs to be more security. So there are other email companies that are actually out there that are worth looking into that are focused solely on that, if that is a big concern for particular email users.
Right. And I'm not sure. I mean, you talk to me about, does the password even reside with you? Like if my Gmail password, my Outlook.com passwords, does that even reside with you when I enter that in? Because that's going, like you said, on an HTTPS protocol. So really, do you ever get to see my password as I connect more and more of these services, right? So
no, everything is anonymous. Everything is just one way. Like, we do not collect any of that personal information. So yeah, we never see that. We don't see anything. Yeah. And we do that legally as well, because we're not, we have no use for that information anyway. So we just want people to have a really great experience with their email client. So,
So now if they want to have that great email client experience, how do they get, what's the best way of signing up?
They just come to our website, which is at www.getmailbird.com. That's MAILBIRD.com.
Right.
So getmailbird.com, and just right there on the homepage, you can see exactly where to click to download for free.
All right. Awesome. Well, Andrea, I certainly appreciate your time, and I certainly will be checking out your service after this today.
Awesome. Thanks.
Take care.